And now I'm just going to blend it once it gets out here. And see how it picked up the eyeshadow? And just lightly, I'm going to blend it underneath the eye. But see how it picked up the eyeshadow? And now that eye, it doesn't look so heavy like this one does. See how heavy that looks? And it's a lot lighter over here now. So I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. I'm just going to come from the corner of the eye and go straight up like that. Just like that. And I'm going to use the same brush in the same way. I'm just going to tap. And then when it comes out, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it on out. And there it is. See, it doesn't look so heavy. But there's my little trick. Okay, now then, I'm going to go ahead and go in before I bronze. I'm going to use this fire brush, and I'm going to use this bronzer by Wander. I think, yeah, it's the Wander Beauty Trip for Two. Now this is supposed to be a bronzer, but it's too gray on me, so I use it as a contour. And what I do is I go to the side of my nose, and like that, across the bottom of the nostril, and I do the other side the same way, on the side of the nose, over like that, and across the bottom of the nostril. And that way, it gives me this cute little it makes my nose look thinner. Because it darkens the sides and makes the ridge just more prominent. There we go. And depending on how little or how much you do is how thin your nose looks. And then I come over here from my ear, I just make a little line like that, and then I draw it out. And I stop right about where the end of my eyebrow is. So I only bring it out to here. But I make sure I get it in the hollow of my cheek. Now, even though I've got some chunky cheeks, you can see that my cheekbone is up here. And so this would be the hollow. And then here's my jawline. Again, I come back here to my ear. I make a little line like that, and then I draw it out. And I go, like I said, to about the end of my eyebrow. So I bring it out to about here. And again, it's in the hollow. And that's it for the contour. Now, ooh, uh-oh. Okay, next thing I have is this Lovecraft Beauty bronzer palette. And let me change brushes real quick. Well, not change brushes, but clean it up so I can use a different color. I'm going to go in with this lighter color first. Now, I know people tell me I do this backwards all the time, but this is the way I like it to look on me. But I start in the hairline and on top of my face. And the reason I put this in the hairline is because I've noticed as I'm getting older, my hair is starting to thin out. So if I put this in the hairline, it gives the appearance that I'm not losing as much as it looks like. I mean, you can see the thinness starting to come through here. And it's just, it's not cute, it's not pretty. So I fill it in with the highlight, or the bronzer. And it's like I've got a little bit more hair there without having to use those shake-on hair pieces and other stuff like that. But I only use that lightest color on the top and at my forehead and in my hairline. So there's that. And then I change colors. And I'm going to not use this middle color, but I'm going to use this darker color because I want to try that. Actually, no, I want to skip that darker color too. I want to try that new one from Physicians Formula and see how it does. So I'm going to come in here with this and I'm just going to tap into it. And oh, that smells so good. But anyway, I'm going to come up here at my cheekbone and I'm going to go a little bit higher than the hollow of my cheek. And I'm just going to put it right there like that. Just at the end of my waterline, basically. Right there. And come over here and do the same thing over here, a little bit higher. And just basically, again, to the end of my waterline right there. Just following the bottom part of the cheekbone. Now then, I'm going to take this and come right down here along the jawline. And this I'm going to mark a little heavier. And I'm going to take it all the way across, hiding the gel, hiding my little pocket right there. And I'm going to come over here on the other side and I'm going to do the same thing. Just come right here, hide the gel. And under the chin to hide the pocket of fat right there. Now, I don't want you to think that because I'm hiding fat that I'm ashamed of my body, because I'm not. I'm actually very proud of it, because I've actually lost 50 plus pounds in a 2-month period of time, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of a V here on my neck. But I've done that by a low carb, high fiber, lots of water, and changing how I eat. And I'm getting healthier from the inside out. And it's not that I'm focusing on losing weight at all, because that's not what my focus is. My focus is getting healthy. I just want to get healthier so I can be the best me I can be. And because I'm getting healthy, that means I'm going to be losing weight. And it's actually falling off of me like, I don't know, I'm dropping it like a bad habit. It's just amazing how fast it's coming off of me. Okay, now I'm going to put that brush away. And I'm going to grab this brush. And even though it's my Kabuki brush for my powder, I love it for blending. And you're going to see why here in a moment. See, look at how that just blends it. And it just looks so beautiful and effortless. It's just amazing. And then over here on my cheek. Now I know that's contour and bronzer together, but I find that for me, when I blend it like this, it just works better. I don't know why. There's people out there that they want to blend each step of the way, and I tend to get it too dark when I do it that way, because I tend to put on too much. And there is that all blended. See? Now the only dark part is down here. And that's okay if it's a little too dark, because that's my shadow. So I blend this out a little bit. I don't know, what do you guys think of this Physicians Formula? I'm liking it. I think it's a great complementary smell with that Everyday Vacay powder by Ciate London. The coconuts, and then with the Muru butter in this Physicians Formula. Oh. It just smells like the beach. Okay. What do you think of that? Pretty good, huh? Okay, now I'm going to put that one back. And I'm going to reach for my blush now. Now, I could have used that one by Wander Beauty, but I really have been feeling this one, which is the Ofra Madison Miller collaboration. I love this blush. So I'll go into my favorite blush brush here. And just right here on the apples of my cheek. And I'll pull it back like this. And a little bit up there. And be sure to blend that really good. Now on the camera, I'm noticing that it looks more pinky or pink than it does in real life. In real life, it's more of a muted mauve, but here it's looking pretty pink. And then it's the same way over here. Start off on the apple and pull it up into here. Again, it's looking really, really pink on here or on camera, but in real life it's like mauve and you can barely see it. This one has a little bit more on it. Okay, there it is. And then one more time, I'm going to grab my Kabuki style brush and I'm just going to blend this on out. And the reason I love this brush to blend is because it really has no color on it. So I can just take it everywhere and just blend it all out. But of course, that's the secret of great makeup, is to blend it. Blend, blend, blend. That's the best secret of all. That and practice. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do, since I've got my cheeks done, is I'm going to finish up my eyes. So what I want to do is I want to line them on the inside and the outside. I want to put on lashes, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this, which is going to allow me to line on the inside waterline. Now I do the upper and lower lid when I do the waterline. It is something that takes practice, but you don't look at your pencil. And when you have to bring your pencil in front of your eye, if you look down, you can go ahead and go across. And your lashes will help keep your pencil on your lip, on your inner waterline lid on the top. But I like doing that because it seems like it's fuller already, and I haven't even done anything to the top waterline, or the last line. People always tell me, you shouldn't tug your eyelid down like that. How else am I supposed to get in there? And now to do and there it is with that. Now then, to do the upper lash, or yeah, the upper lash line, I'm going to use this brush by Moda. Again, I don't know which one it is, but it's flat angle brush. I don't know what they call it. And I'm getting into the Vintage Dawn. I'm going to get this blue right here. I'm going to have to do something with my eyebrows, because they're starting to fade on me. But I'll do that after. First, I'm going to tap into this blue and shake off the excess. And I'm just going to come along here and I'm going to just tap along that lash line. And there's number one. Do the same thing over here. And again, I'm doing that makeup face. I'm so sorry. Okay, so there's number two. And I love the way that looks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm going to come in here and just on the outer V part, I'm going to intensify that outer corner of my eye with just the tiniest bit of that dark blue. Same thing over here. Just that part. Now I'm going to clean off that blue from the brush. And I'm going to go into this dark brown. And I'm just going to sweeten up my brows with it. That looks much better. It's almost like a card. But see? Which one do you think is better? This one or this one? I like the right one better. So let me make them left match. Just along the bottom of the brow. Oh, my nose is starting to run. I wonder why that happens. We get everything starting to look perfect, and all of a sudden, either the eye waters or the nose runs or both, or oh. Sometimes it's hard to be a girl. Okay, now I'm just going to blend that on up. Now I have eyebrows. Can't stop looking at them. Okay. So there's that. Now then, I'm going to come back to this Aquiline palette. And I'm going to get this dark rose on that same brush. And I'm going to come right under here. And I'm also going to bring it right under here. Again, I got that right. And now I understand why a lot of YouTubers do their eye looks, or they finish up their eyes off the camera so that you can't see them making the crazy bottom lid makeup face. But I'm not afeared. I'm going to show you guys everything. Well, not everything. There's some things that just, I'm sure you don't want to see. Okay, now that I got that part done, I'm going to come back to the Vintage Dawn set. And I'm going to go back into the yellow that I have in the center. I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to wet it with my setting spray first, so that it'll really pick up the sparkle and transfer it very nicely. Right in the center. Nose is running again. Do the same on this other side.